Hello everyone, welcome all of you in our channel. Now today we are going to start a new topic, motion and time. In this video we are going to discuss about only the introduction part of the motion and time. Now what is motion? What is motion? Let's see. Motion is a word which is related with another word called movement. Now when an object moves from one position to another position, that is called movement. Now obviously it will take some time to move. It will take some time to move from this position, suppose this position is A, to the position B. So the definition of motion says that when an object is said to be in motion, when its position changes, suppose for this case position A to position B with a time. So within a time, if anything moves from one position to another position, then we can say that the object is in motion. If the position changes with respect to time, then we can say that the object is in motion. Now for an example, if we take suppose this is your home and this is your school. So this is your home and this is school. Now they are at different places. Now when you go to school, obviously suppose you go with bus. Now suppose you have to go to school from your home by bus. Now obviously there is a distance between the school and your house, isn't it? Suppose the distance is 2 kilometers. Now when you go by bus, the bus will take some time to reach the school from your home. Suppose it will take suppose 20 minutes. So we can say that in 20 minutes the bus go from your home to that school. So the bus will move from your home to your school. That means the bus change its position from home to school within 20 minutes. So then we can say that the bus is in motion. I hope you understand by that example. Now let us talk about what are the types of motion. So the first type of motion is rectilinear motion. Rectilinear motion. Now what is rectilinear motion? Simply if we say, so the motion in a straight line. Motion in a straight line is called rectilinear motion. So for an example, if something moves in a straight line, that is called rectilinear motion. Suppose there is a straight path and a car is moving on this straight path. So the motion of this car is a straight line. So then we can say that is a rectilinear path. Okay. Now suppose if anything falls, suppose the raindrop falls on the earth's surface. Now the motion of the raindrops is a straight line. So then also it is called rectilinear motion. Let's see what is the second type of motion. So the second type of motion is circular motion. Circular motion. Now from the name you can understand that what is the type of the motion. Actually, if you take a circular path if anything moves in a circular track. Suppose there is a circular path and a car is moving in this circular path. So the motion of the car is called circular motion. For an example, if you take Earth's orbit, so Earth is rotating around the sun. So suppose this is sun and this is Earth. So Earth is rotating around this sun in a circular track or in a circular path. So the motion of the Earth is a circular motion. So I hope you understand what is the circular motion. Let's see what is the third type of motion. The third type of motion is a rotational motion. Now this is a special kind of motion when something rotates about its axis. So when an object rotates about its axis, that is called rotational motion. So if you take a spinning top, which is rotating about its axis, so the motion of a spinning top is called rotational motion. Also, if you take Earth as an example, so as Earth is moving around sun, but although it's moving around the sun, it also moves around its own axis. Earth is also moving. Suppose this is Earth. So Earth is moving around its own axis. So if something is moving, if something is rotating around its axis, then we can say that the motion, the type of the motion is rotational motion. Let us discuss about the fourth type of motion, which is called periodic motion. Now, students, what is periodic motion? Periodic means which repeats itself after regular interval. If a motion repeats after a fixed time interval, after a regular time interval, then the motion is can be said that periodic motion. For an example, if we discuss, so the string of a guitar, suppose if you pull the string of a guitar, it will vibrating. So the motion is like that. So the string repeats each and every time the string of the guitar vibrating. So the vibration is like that. The string reach at this point and again at this point. So the motion of the string is such that it repeats the motion with a regular time interval. So after same time it will move same distance. So that is called periodic motion. For if you take another example, so if you see pendulum, the motion of the pendulum is also periodic. That means if you take a heavy ball and if you tie it with a string, now if you hang it with a hook with the roof of the with your roof of the room, now if you take this heavy ball here and if you drop that ball, the ball will go in that direction and again the ball will come back in that direction and the motion will be continuing. So the ball reaches in this position and in this position in the same time interval. Suppose the ball reach from this height A, suppose this is position B and this is position C. So the ball reach from A to B within 5 seconds. Okay. Similarly, the ball will go from B to C will be in 5 seconds, and again it will come back within 5 seconds, and from B to A it will go again 5 seconds. So within same time interval it will come back. That means it called periodic motion. So among these 4 types of motion, the simplest motion is called rectilinear motion. This is the simplest form of the motion, because when something moves in a straight line, that motion is called rectilinear motion. So it is the simplest form of the motion. Sometimes the motion is slow, sometimes the motion is fast. The motion is different sometimes. Sometimes we can say the object is moving very slowly, and sometimes we see that some object is moving very fast. Suppose for an example, if you want to go to your school, again if we take that same example, so if you want to go to your school, suppose, so this is your home and this is your school. Now suppose the distance is 2 kilometers. Now first, if you take that bicycle, means if you want to go with bicycle, if you take that bicycle and if you want to go with the bicycle, so if you watch the time, if you notice the time carefully, you will see that if you go with bicycle, it will take around 1 hour. It will take around, let us take it will take around 30 minutes. It will take around 30 minutes if you go with bicycle. Okay, now if you want to go by bus, if you want to go by bus, so when you go by bus, the bus will take the half of the time, the half of the bicycle's time. Suppose the bus will take 15 minutes only. So if you want to go to your school by cycle, if it will take 30 minutes, and if you want to go by bus, it will take only 15 minutes. That means the cycle is moving slowly than the bus. That means the bus moves faster than the cycle. So if the distance is same, here in this example we have learned that if the distance is same, but if you go the same distance with a small time interval, then the movement is fast. But if you go the same distance with large time, means in large time, that means in this case if you go with cycle, so it will take 30 minutes instead of 15 minutes if you go by bus. Then in this case we can say that the cycle is moving slowly. So here we have used the term slow and fast. Actually in science there is another term that to express whether the object is moving slowly or even fast. So the term is called speed. The term is called speed. So for a fast moving object, we can say that the object having high speed, and for a slow moving object we can say the object having low speed. So if you want to know what is speed, you have to wait, because I shall upload the next video about this word speed. That means what is speed and what are the units of speed, and also some numericals. So stay tuned and stay safe. Thank you everyone.